Hi guys, welcome to Piston.my. Today we are driving the Volkswagen Arteon. And boy, is it such a good looking car, isn't it? This car was a stunner ever since it was introduced to the world back in, I think, 2016, 2017, I think. And it still is a really good looking car. You know, if there's one thing that the Arteon really has going for it, that'll be style. But how does it hold up against 10,000 kilometers of using and abusing it? Well, that's what I'm about to tell you in this video. And if I have your attention up to this point, do give us a subscribe, please, so that we can continue to bring you more great videos. So test cars given out by any car company are really properly used and abused. Members of the media completely chuck it into corners, drive it up Genting, totally abuse it, right? So why not, right? It's a test car. If you don't abuse it, how are we about to tell you? So right now, my industrial colleagues have put in 10,053 kilometers of hardcore driving. And how does this car hold up? So how I'm going to tell you this is I'm going to segmentize this video: interior and the powertrain. The exterior, no need to talk so much because after 10,000 kilometers, stone chips, rim scratches and all of this stuff, which is normal. So I'm going to tell you about the interior and I'm going to tell you about the powertrain. Let's start with the interior. 10,000 kilometers of using and abusing it by the Malaysian motoring media. It must be said though that every time we return this car, they are of course they're cleaned out, they're properly maintained and such, just to give a good impression to the next person that picks it up lah. But you can consider it as maintenance, because I guess that's what you would probably do if you would own this car as well. You're not going to leave dirt laying around, right? You'll probably clean it out. So after 10,000 kilometers, I'm happy to say that the interior has held up really well. Of course, the seats look a bit worn, but the leather, there's no cracks, there's nothing. So, which just means that properly maintained and the interior holds up well against abuse. I do, however, need to point out that the entertainment system almost failed on me the other day. I didn't have to do any CPR or what. I was driving like this, minding my own business, listening to my music, and it just jammed. It hung. The system just hung. I couldn't do anything, I couldn't press anything, and then it went blank. It died, sort of. And then after a couple of minutes later, I think the system had a hard reset or something, and it came back alive and it was all good. I'm guessing it overheated or the processor couldn't keep up with playing music and such. What happened was I was trying to move from Apple CarPlay to BFM on regular radio, and that's where it gave up on me. But that was just one time. I'm not quite sure if it's a common problem. It happened to me once, and if it has happened to you, let me know in the comments box below. Anyway, otherwise the interior is fantastic. I love the interior, right? It's such a big, massive space, and I got my son in here as well, together with his baby seat. And I'm happy to say that it's the first time for a sedan in this price category where I did not have to adjust the front seat just to accommodate his baby seat, his car seat, which is great, because that just means that there's lots and lots of space at the back. This car is priced at 221,000, slightly above that, roughly about 225 including insurance. So then you think that there is the BMW 3 Series, there's the Mercedes C-Class, which are roughly priced about the same for their entry-level variants. And then you have this thing, which not only looks great, it's massive space, even the booth is mega. Then it has an 11 speaker DIN audio system with 11 speakers, guys. And it comes with wireless Apple CarPlay. BMW makes you pay for it. Wow, and even then it's not wireless, right? Fantastic. Talk about a good deal. Brilliant. But after 10,000 kilometers on the road, and it's still alright. No issues, no dramas. There is one thing though, another thing that I have to point out. And that's the silver strip that runs across the dash. When the sun is at the right angle, this silver strip is reflected on the side mirror. So which means the side mirror is completely redundant, because you can't use it because of the reflection. So you can't see who's coming up on your right in case you want to overtake somebody, which is really dangerous. Expected better from Volkswagen. They should have thought about that, but never mind. And then and then nothing, because everything else about the interior has held up really well. So on the second point about the powertrain, well, just to recap, at the front there's a 2-liter turbocharged engine producing 190 PS and 320 Newton meters of torque. That roughly translates to about 187 horsepower. And it's not exactly the final word in power, right? Which definitely not right? Duh. But it is surprisingly frugal. I mean, I've been using this car just like a car should be. I went to Sepang, spent some time there, traffic, highways and such. And I still have, it's been about a week, and I still have half a tank left. So frugality, definitely the name of the game, and power is not. Which is a bit of a shame, because you have a car that is so good looking, but it doesn't have power. Doesn't matter, nobody needs to know that. Just don't race anybody lah. Of course, there's a more powerful version of the Arteon, but that's a different story. But on the topic of how this powertrain has held up after 10,000 kilometers, I think it really has held up really well. Of course, this is an official Volkswagen car. You know, it's been properly serviced, but that just means that if you properly maintain this, your own Volkswagen, service it on time, repair it on time if needed, I think it will love you back. So the lesson here is, take care of your car and it will take care of you. Not difficult. So if I have your attention up until this point, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'm Cashy Dylan, this is Piston.my, and subscribe so that you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you for watching.